Good Monday morning. It's the start of a brand new week. It's the start of a brand new month. I'm Mary Ellen Saganovich, and this is Miracles with Mary Ellen. I hope you had a fantastic weekend this past weekend. I hope you had some fun. I hope you got out and enjoyed yourself. I know Pete and I were able to go out Saturday afternoon and have kind of a late lunch dinner date. And we've just found some wonderful people to do some work around our house that, as time goes on, you can't do it yourself. And so we've just been so blessed by these wonderful workers that God has sent to us. And, I hope you're going to have a fantastic week. And I hope you will enjoy this segment of Miracles of Mary Ellen. Like I said, I'm Mary Ellen Saganovich, and you can always connect with me through AskMaryEllen.com. I have been doing different pages from my latest book, Truth Lives, for Miracles of Mary Ellen. Today, I decided to do what we call in education, when I was a teacher, a teachable moment, using a couple of the universal truths. And I thought by doing this, it would help you to see how you can use these truths in your life and how you can, when you're watching a show or listening to the news, try to see things differently. Now, the universal truths that I'm going to use are, number one, you're never upset for the reason you think. Number one. Number two, you're always only upset with yourself. Okay, those two truths. You're never upset for the reason you think, and you're always only upset with yourself. And the situation I want to use as a teachable moment is the situation that happened at the Academy Awards between Will Smith and Chris Rock. Now, all of you know that I come from love, and this is not a judgment, this is not a criticism. This is simply using that situation as a teachable moment for all of you. Okay, so let's look at that situation. Will Smith seemed to be okay with the joke at first because he was laughing rather heartily. He probably assumed his wife Jada was okay with the joke as well, since she had posted videos about her particular condition. When Mr. Smith or Will Smith turned and saw that Jada was not pleased with the joke and that he had been laughing at her expense, which is never a good thing to do for all you husbands to your wives, then his thought going through him is, what can I do to make this right? Oh my gosh, I just laughed at that. She's going to be upset with me. What can I do to make this right? Okay, he felt anger inside of himself. He felt anger towards himself about what he had just done. So instead of coming from a loving place, Will Smith decided to react and come from fear and get up out of his chair and go up to the stage and just slap Chris Rock. Okay? And turn around and come back to his chair, and then he continued a little bit of a tirade towards Chris Rock. Okay, instead of this fear-based reaction, Will Smith could have moved his chair. They looked like they were sitting a little bit far apart, I'm not sure. He could have moved his chair closer or stood up and gone over to his wife, put his arm around her, and kissed her gently on the head, which would show Jada and the world that he loved her no matter what. Chris Rock, in my opinion, handled the situation with as much love as possible, and I applaud him for his control. Now, looking at the above truth, you're never upset for the reason you think. Will Smith thought he was upset at Chris Rock for telling the joke. He was actually upset with himself for laughing at his wife's expense. I'll give you another example. All of you know that I have multiple sclerosis. And sometimes I will lose my balance, and when Pete and I are out and about, especially if it's hot or whatever. If I lose my balance and fall or whatever, and I laugh about it, or I make a joke about it, that's okay. If my husband were to make a joke about it and say something like, oh, she drinks too much or whatever, which I don't ever drink, then that would be incorrect, because he would be laughing at my condition at my expense. And my MS is here for me to laugh at, not for anyone else to laugh at. And then the second truth, you're always only upset with yourself. If Will Smith had stopped for a moment, turned it back into himself and said, oh, I need to take responsibility for just laughing out loud at this, I shouldn't have done that, and came from love and responded, like I was saying, going over to Jada, putting his arm around her and kissing her on the top of the head or the cheek or wherever, then it would have showed her and the world that he loved her no matter what her condition, just like my husband shows me all the time with my MS. Our world needs to learn, teach, and use these universal God-given truths of love and peace. I write about these every day on my Truth of the Day posts. I have 3 books out that are filled with them that you can go over to askmaryellen.com, click on any of the books, go over to Amazon and purchase one. I have 5 pages of blogs on askmaryellen.com that you can read. And like I said, I'm not attempting to criticize or judge what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock. And I could have done this teachable moment sooner, although I did not think it was the right time, because I did not want to use this teachable moment at either Will Smith's or Chris Rock's expense. I simply wanted to use it to teach you how you can come from truth and how you can come from love and how you can respond and never react. I'm Mary Ellen Saganovich. I hope you've enjoyed my Miracles with Mary Ellen presentation. You can follow me on YouTube at Ask Mary Ellen, or askmaryellen.com is my website. And I will be back next Monday. And I think I will be using another truth to explain it to you so you can use it in your life. So if you have questions, please send them to me, and I will try to get back with you very shortly. Until Mary Ellen's Miracle Moment, which is on Thursday, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.